Marni Panas. I am a spouse. I am a parent. I am Catholic. I am a woman. I am a daddy. And I am transgender. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." The greatest gift I can give to my child who's here with me today, the greatest gift we can and should give to every child is love, support, encouragement, and hope that they can grow up to be the people they were truly meant to be. Yet there are people who do not feel that way. There are parents who feel their rights are more important than those of their very own children. There are those who believe that children don't even have rights. So I think back to 25 years ago, the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child, when it was first ratified, says, "The world made a promise to children. We would do everything in our power to protect and promote their rights to survive and thrive, to learn and grow, to make their voices heard, and to reach their full potential." But have we succeeded? When we do not educate our children about all sexuality, when we refuse to allow our children to hear the words gay, or lesbian, or transgender in our public schools, when we deny our child's legislated right to start or join a gay-straight alliance, when we deny the child's right to live their life as the gender they truly are, not only do we stop them from reaching their full potential, we deny their right to thrive, and for many, to even survive. To those parents who want to cling on to that myth of their parental rights, I need to remind you, we don't own our children, we owe our children. We owe our children a place in our homes and in our schools where they feel safe, secure, and loved for whoever they are and whoever they grow up to be. Throughout history, the fight for human rights always seems to end up in the public washroom. When public washrooms were segregated by color of people, the argument that was used then was that we must protect our women and children. We are hearing those same arguments today about our washrooms, but the only difference is that the signs above them used to say no blacks allowed, now they say no transgender children allowed. So to those who want to continue to have this debate, just a reminder that history has never been kind to those on the wrong side of the fight for human rights. We were reminded of that this last week, on Monday, when U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch filed a civil rights suit against the state of North Carolina for passing a law that legalizes discrimination against transgender people. And then yesterday, the Obama administration with the Department of Education set guidelines to every public school in the United States, setting clear expectations of how to treat transgender children, which include using proper names and pronouns or consistent with their gender identity. The transgender child has the right to privacy, and that transgender children must be allowed to participate in activities and use facilities such as washrooms and change rooms that are consistent with their gender identity. Where have we heard that before in this province? And this Tuesday, many of us will gather again in the House of Commons in Ottawa to join Federal Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, Minister Wilson Raybould, as she introduces legislation that would add protections for transgender Canadians under the Canadian Human Rights Act. But we can stand here on these steps of this legislature with pride with our friends, our family, because the Alberta government and our fellow Albertans have already led the way to social justice and equality. Alberta led Canada by already adding gender identity and expression to Human Rights Act. Our Minister of Education beat the United States President Obama by issuing similar guidelines to protect and support our transgender students, staff, and families. So with all of the actions by Alberta's own government, with the United States governments, with the Canadian governments, we must ask ourselves, why are we still standing here talking about where a transgender child can pee? Are you kidding me? We are moving forward. Albertans are moving forward. Canada is moving forward. All of society is moving forward. Society has moved forward. We are past this. So to those very few people who continue to fight against the basic human rights of our children, it's about time to either catch up or shut up. Because we are not going back, and we sure definitely are not going away. Thank you.